Yeah, again, thanks, Grandma, for your patience. Um, you know that I have a YouTube channel now.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, and just something to fill my time. Like a little hobby, something to do. But you know that interviewing is something that I've wanted to do for years,
Yeah, oh yeah.
and we're finally here. So we have this camera going here,
Right,
and then we have this camera up here.
right.
Then we have a tiny little camera right next to you.
Oh, it's all gone up.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It will still
Oh,
record.
it's already off. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, for the people that don't know, what's your full name?
Viola Dixon,
Okay. And, Grandma, where are you from?
Downeytown.
In Downeytown's in North Preston?
Downeytown, North Preston.
Okay. Cool. I heard your birthday's coming up.
My birthday is September the 10th.
Mm. And how old are you going to be on September the 10th?
I will be 90.
90. So, you're getting up there. But you're young at heart.
Young at heart is right.
And that's not your only birthday. You've got how many birthdays?
September the 10th and no, September the 10th, yeah. And August the 10th.
So you got 2 birthdays.
Yeah.
And why do you have 2 birthdays, Grandma?
Well, I have one with a birth certificate, driving license.
Hmm.
And then my birth certificate is in Viola Dixon.
Viola Dixon. And you told me once that it had something to do with, like when you were born, the lady that was giving birth, she put down, like, the wrong date. Do you remember this?
Yeah, she put down the wrong, well, usually they put down the wrong date, and then when they go to fill out the birth certificate, they give you the right, they give you that date, and you're supposed to keep it. But old Sam, when he went to married, he said, no, I'm going to change it. So that's why we changed.
Okay. So, Grandma, can you tell me about your earliest memories growing up in North Preston? What was life like for you? What was your daily life like?
Wow. With me, with my early days, we lived up the road, but then we moved down the road to the lot. We had the last house down, and it was way up on a hill. It was up on a hill, and we stayed there for so many years, and then we started selling. My father started selling, Jimmy Downey, he started selling chickens. And he had a cow, and then he had a horse. And then he had more cows and more cows. And then we used to go back in the woods and break down branches, and we used to make the fire. Of the wood that me and Flo used to go back and make fire of the used to go back and get the wood, break it down with our hands, and we used to go back and take it back up home to the house. And we had a big old field in on the front lawn, like going out to the road. But we used to plant potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, and we'd have them during the winter. But we potatoes and turnips and carrots. But we all put them in the, we had a basement like, and then we put them in the basement. But they wouldn't freeze. And they were close to the road. Like, oh, I don't know.
So, your dad was a farmer.
Yeah, he was a farmer.
And have you lived your entire life in North Preston?
Retired like the whole 90 years I lived here. When 90 comes, I'll be done from, moved, I had the house way down the road. And then we came up on the place called up on the corner, up where the corner's at. And that was my grandfather, Peter Beale's land. So we lived there for so long. And then we lived there for a long, long time. And then we decided to after Peter Beale and Hattie Beale died, we moved in that house up the road, right? We used to all get together and we'd go down Dartmouth. And everybody that got together used to go up back of Dartmouth. Well, they used to call it up back of Dartmouth for the pick blueberries. And when anyone got the bucket full, they'd leave. And that next person got their bucket full, they left. So we had to walk up and walk back. And then we bring our blueberries and take them home. And they pick them out and put them in boxes. They little boxes and they put them in. And they take them the next day, or the next few days, and take them down to the Dartmouth and sell them from door to door. No, we'd have to leave from up to Preston and go down Dartmouth and then go back up a Dartmouth to pick the blueberries. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then once you collected the blueberries, you'd bring them back home?
You bring them back home, go up and get them, pick them, take them back to our house, back up in the country. And then we'd take them down. The next day, we'd all get together and take them down to Dartmouth and sell them. Go from door to door.
Okay. So I know that Granddaddy designed and built the family house up home.
Yeah.
Can you share some memories or stories about what that was like? Yeah, and what was it like living in a house that Granddaddy built?
It was nice living in the house that Granddaddy built, yeah. We had a one room shack, and then he had a little part where he called the kitchen on, and we used to sit in the kitchen, and then we go back in the dining room when we go to bed, and when we time for to go to bed, we go back in the bedroom.
Dad told me that it happened in stages.
Huh?
That first it was just the downstairs part.
It wasn't no upstairs. We're just down, just a one little shack, like just a little warm shack, and 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. We had 2 bedrooms, yeah, and just a kitchen. We didn't have a dining room. And then he built a little shack on, so that was the kitchen part where they built a little shack. But we lived there a long, long, long time. Yeah, we lived there so long. Yeah. And then from there we went up to Peter Beale's and Addie Beale's. That was Walter down there and Addie down there, where we had the first house at.
Yeah. And who's Peter Beale's and Hattie Beale's?
Peter Beale's was my grandfather, and Hattie Beale was my grandmother. And Walter Downey was my grandfather down the road. And Agnes Downey was my grandmother down the road.
Okay. Do you have any stories or memories about them that you'd like to tell me?
About who?
about Peter Beals or Agnes? Do you have like fond memories of them?
No, because they didn't come around too much. They only when we went around them and went over to see them. But like we lived from here over to on that side, and they was over on this side. Mm. But when we went up to Peter Beals, we had to go a long ways for to get up the road for to meet Peter and Hattie.
How many siblings do you have, Grandma?
How many what?
Siblings, like brothers and sisters.
We were 12 of us.
Okay.
And it's 6. It's 3 boys still living, and it's 6 girls. Yes. Mm. But we had 8 girls and 5 boys. No, 4 boys. Because Tim Boy's gone, Lovey's gone, and Mitty's gone.
God rest their souls.
Mm.
Sounds like your house would have been like very busy with 12 children.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was very, very busy. Yeah.
So where does that put you? Like, are you like the oldest, the youngest, somewhere in the middle?
No, I'm the oldest, and Jola is the youngest, as you call Delta. Mm.
Okay. So what was that like being the oldest child?
It was hard being the oldest child.
Why was it hard, Grandma?
Because you would put the youngest ones before you put the oldest ones. You never had too much sympathy for the older one. They had your sympathy. You had to look after the younger ones.
So you had a lot of responsibility.
A lot of responsibility.
How'd you meet Granddaddy?
I mean, you mean granddaddy, not granddaddy was my granddaddy.
Your husband.
Oh, Sam, you mean Sam.
Yeah, Sam to you, Granddaddy to me.
We were going out to a party one night, and I met him that one too. Going to a party.
I can't imagine you at a party, Grandma.
Yeah, me at a party, yeah, right. But he was a good old soul.
Can you share any like memories?
He was always trying to be the boss of his brothers and sisters. So he tried to be the boss of everybody else. And what the people didn't do for their own brothers and sisters, he wanted them to do for him. So he got along that's the only way he got along. Yeah. But he was a good old soul.
So Granddaddy was also a farmer.
And he was a farmer, yeah. Mm. His grandfather was a farmer too. Mm.
So long line of farmers.
Yeah, long line. Everybody had a farm up there.
Your dad had a farm.
Yeah.
Your husband had a farm. His father had a farm.
Everyone wanted to be a farmer like old Jimmy Willis did, was a farmer. So everybody took patent off him.
And you knew your way around the farm.
Oh yeah, I used to run the farm. Yeah, I used to run the farm.
Yeah, I got memories of you like hauling cows around the yard.
Yeah. Oh, I used to feed the pigs. One thing I used to feed the pigs. Everybody would go and leave me there, just to feed the pigs, and I had to feed the pigs. And they had the pigs, the trough were right up to your, up over your head, just up to your, over your head there. I had to go over there. And you had to push the food into the pigs. Oh, God. It was awful.
And not easy work.
Not easy work, no. It wasn't an easy job, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't an easy job. And the mud was so deep, you had to go down there in that mud and come up and wash yourself up. Oh. And the people used to come by the road and say, every time you go out there at Sam, where Sam's at, you don't want to go in there. And I put a sign out there that said, anyone don't want to come in, don't have to come in. So keep going. Yeah.
Why didn't the people want to come in?
Because they didn't want to smell the pigs. This was the mess off the pigs. Yeah. Oh, we had a bunch of happy moments. And then everybody stopped after I put the sign out there. Everybody started coming in, and everyone wanted to go up Sam's. Everyone going up Sam's. Going up and see what Sam's doing up there. Yeah. But I used to go back down there where we used to live. We'll call the back road. I used to go down there and sit down there and talk to the animals down there. You know, the birds and the pigeon that I feed the birds with bread down there. But you used to see the snakes on the road, curled all up just like that. And if you meet them, you just have to take yourself back, so you wouldn't bother them. They were bad. And then I used to pick blueberries down back there. But I never bothered about the snakes that I had saw. But I go down and I get such a big, the blueberries was so big down around there. And I loved them blueberries. Oh God, the blueberry was so big down there. But that was down at the back roadway we used to go there. Wow. I took the dog back down there one day with me. And the dog had 4 legs, and I only had 2. And I said, you come down with me, and you left me down there and went back up. And I said, I'm not taking you back down the wood, no more with me at all. And I left him up to the house after that. And I went down there by myself. Just me and God. Yeah.
I know you to be like a very spiritual person.
Yeah.
Very religious. What's your relationship like with God?
Oh, he's my best friend. God is my best friend. Friend, I always wanted a friend like God, and when I asked him to come in, he come in. And I still have him. He brought me such a mighty long way. Yes, he did. God brought me a mighty long way.
How many children did you have, Grandma?
I had 8.
How many grandchildren do you have now? And great-grandchildren?
Got so many I can't even count them all. Right now I can't count them all.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for right up there.
And I see that all on the walls here.
Yeah, wow.
It's just family.
Kirby said he's gonna have such a fire when I'm gone. He's have such a fire. So he's gonna burn them all up.
I don't think I'm gonna let him. Yeah, too many memories. But if you could leave them with a lesson or teach them something, if you could talk to them, even if it's like 20 years from now.
Just hold on to God. That's what I do. And when you're talking to God, make sure you're honest with God. But don't say something that you're not gonna. If you're not gonna fulfill it, don't say it. But God is the best friend that you can have. Yeah.
At your age now, Grandma, What would you say brings you the most joy and happiness?
The more joy and happiness. If no one's here, it's nobody here, only just me sitting there. Jesus, only thing I can call is that. See, I told you, there's no one here but just you and me, Jesus. Just hold on to Jesus. That's all I can say. And once you got your hand in Jesus' hand, you can't lose. You can lose other ways, but you can't lose without. When you got Jesus, you can't lose. Just hold on.
Is there a particular person or relationship that's had like a really positive impact on your life?
Reverend Don Sierra, and Wallace Smith. But some preachers you like and some preachers you don't like preaching, yeah. Reverend Don Sierra and Reverend Wallace Smith, yeah. Senior.
And why did you like that?
Because I like the way they preach.
What are you most grateful for in your life, Grandma?
What am I most
grateful for?
that I'm still alive, yeah. I never knew that I'd be alive 90. I never knew that I'd live to see 90. I have a lot to thank God for. I'm still thanking Him right today. Yeah, I have a lot to thank God.
Is there anything else you want to share, Grandma?
No, and one thing. Carl June, they told me she was sick, but they didn't tell me what was wrong with her. And when they told me last that she had cancer, and then she would just lay down and wouldn't do nothing, she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't do nothing. But after she come back and she started eating, she laid there for a while, and then Deborah went over. That's her cousin, Deborah's our cousin. And Deborah went over and Deborah started feeding her. And she said when there was so many people dying up home, I live down Lake Major Road. People were dying up home. She said, hey man, all them people were dying up home and I was so scared, she said. But I don't want to die right now, she said. I'm holding on to Jesus, she said. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, you tell me often, just leave it in God's hands.
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. Leave it in God's hands. And Jessie. What's her last name?
Well, she's Dixon now.
Jessie Dixon. I never saw a black woman like that. She thinks that she's holding on.
Yeah.
She's holding on to Jesus.
Yeah. She's very religious.
Yeah, regularly. Wow.
Yeah. Anything I want to know about the Bible, she'll tell me. She teaches me all the time. Yeah.
And one thing, I didn't learn too much about the Bible because I didn't go to school that much. But I learned how to read out the Bible by asking the Lord. I said, Lord, I didn't go to school that much, but I want to read the Bible. And He took me. He taught me how to read.
You want me to get you some water, Grandma?
No, I'm going to drink coffee. Yeah. That's a minute.
You said you didn't go to school that much. What was the highest grade of education you completed?
I only went to grade 3.
Did you go to school at home?
Yeah, in a little one room schoolhouse.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I stopped.